Hello students, welcome to the video. In this video we will see the introduction of 80386. 80386 is an 32-bit processor. It is descendant of 80286. 80286 is a 16-bit processor. 386 is the first 32-bit processor developed by Intel. In the features, data bus length is 32 bits. So all registers of 80386 are 32 bit in length, and the flag is also 32 bit. So total 32 bits are used to store the flag value. We can transmit 32 bit address, so we can point out 4 GB memory by using 32 bits. So the memory limit is 4 GB for addressing. Then we have advanced memory management unit in 386. So we can access larger amount of memory. The memory access is done in the faster way due to the large access area. It supports virtual addressing, so virtual memory can be used, as well as we can have virtual 8086 mode. It is faster in execution for arithmetic operations, so mathematical operations can be executed faster, as the advanced instructions or some additional instructions are introduced in 386. 8086 works or operates in 3 modes: real mode, protected mode, and virtual mode. It has an additional interrupts in IVT. So IVT is an interrupt vector table where some additional interrupts are supported. Features: it is manufactured by Intel. It is manufactured by using high performance metal oxide semiconductor. It contains 8 general purpose processor registers. That means the registers are used by processor during the runtime. Length of each processor is register is 32 bit. It contains address bus and data bus of 32 bits. It supports 8 bit, 16 bit and 32 bit data. It can prefetch the instructions up to 16 bytes. Very large address space is supported, so it can provide the 64 terabytes of memory or address space for virtual mode, and in protected mode it is 4 GB. It supports segmentation and paging. Segmentation and paging are the parts of memory where memory is divided in fixed slots of block, and the contents will be accessed from segment. So as we can access maximum 4 GB in single instruction or in single access, so the segment size is 4 GB, and segments are further divided in pages. It has 4 levels of protection mechanism. So protection levels are privilege level 0 to 3. It uses 3-stage pipelining, so 3 instructions can be executed parallelly. It supports multitasking with protection. You can have multiple tasks, and each task will be protected from each other. It has on-chip cache memory. It is called as a TLB. We can execute instructions in pipeline, so instructions execution in pipeline. It contains memory management unit. To execute the mathematical instructions, we have coprocessor 287 and 387, which can be attached with 386 processor, and 3 operating modes: real, protected and virtual. Now there is the table which shows the development of processors since 1971. The first processor was 4004. The length of data bus was 4 and address bus was 8 bits. The next processor was 8008, which is the first 8-bit processor, and it was introduced in 1972. The first 16-bit processor was 8086. It was introduced in 1978. Then first 32-bit processor, it is introduced in 1986. The version was DX, and second version 1988. The version is SX. Next 486 is there, which is also 32-bit processor. So there are some processors which are developed by Intel, and they are used in personal computers. What is the difference between SX and DX version of 386? In DX version, 32-bit address bus and 32-bit data bus is provided, whereas in 386SX, 24-bit address bus and 16-bit data bus is provided. 386DX version, it is packaged in 132 pin PGA. So on the PGA, or we can say it is an pin which we are using, it is an circuit which is containing 132 pins. In 386SX we have 100 pin flat package. In 386DX 4 GB of memory can be addressed, whereas in SX version 16 MB of memory is accessible. Internal architecture is same for both. Lower cost package and the ease of interfacing to 8-bit and 16-bit memory and peripherals make SX suitable for use in low cost systems. So where the cost of the system is low, in that case we can use SX. So it will provide the interfacing with 8-bit and 16-bit memory or peripheral devices. So same, the contents are there. Introduction of 386. It is 32-bit processor optimized for multitasking, and it is designed for applications needing very high performance. It contains 32-bit registers. Data parts support 32-bit address and data types. We can address up to 4 GB of physical memory and 64 terabytes, that is 246 bytes of virtual memory. On-chip memory management facility, which includes address translation registers, advanced multitasking hardware, protection mechanism, and paged virtual memory. Special debugging registers provide data and code breakpoints even in ROM based software. So we have the debug registers DR0 to DR7, which are provided in the ROM based softwares also, and it supports data and code breakpoints. So 3 modes are there in case of working mode, if you consider. So the first mode is protected mode. It is 32-bit environment. All the applications run in protected mode. It is protected because the privilege is checked, and by the value of privilege, processor decides the access for any data or instruction. Real address mode. The address mode in which processor will start after reset. We cannot switch from real mode to 8086 mode. We can switch from protected mode to virtual mode. We can switch from protected to real mode, but by after reset condition. And we can switch back from virtual mode to protected mode, but we cannot switch from virtual mode to real mode. Virtual 8086 mode, it is an dynamic mode which is used to execute virtually the instructions of 8086, that is processor 8086. CPU enters virtual 8086 mode from protected and then leaves virtual 86 mode and again enters protected mode. So these are the 3 different modes available in 80386, using which we can execute various instructions, we can execute various applications. In real mode, protection is not supported, so real mode is not used for execution of applications, whereas in protected mode applications are executed as it supports the protection mechanism, and there will be no interference of one process into another, and data will be in secure mode. So there are some features of 80386 and the working mechanism of 80386.